Okay, so let's start. So today, chapter number 17. So today, chapter name is Shraddha Tay Vibhagyo. Okay, so Shraddha, the division of Shraddha or division of faith, we'll see. Okay, so today, chapter name is also called as division of faith. Okay. So let's see what is there in this chapter for us. So we shall start with Sri Guru Pranam Mantra. Om Agyanam Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manoabhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Dati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuddhapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijan Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitam Cha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatade Starine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaurabhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. So the teachings is based on the teachings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. He is founder Acharya of ISKCON, and we pay our humble obeisances and respect so that His teachings of Bhagavad Gita we can apply in our life. So let's see the progression from chapter number 16. So we have seen the faithful followers of Shastra are called divine and faithless are called demoniac. So who are against the Shastra are demoniac, who are with the Shastra are divine. So this is the nature we have read in the chapter number 16. But what category does a man fit? Who follow with faith something other than Shastra. Is he in goodness, passion, or ignorance? This is what Arjuna will be asking the question. Which category man fits when he follow something other than Shastra. Okay. Krishna explains the faith dictated by the acquired modes of material nature in this chapter. Okay. So let's move into this chapter number 70, the divisions of faith. Okay. So types of conditioned faith. We'll see what are the different types of faith depending on the three modes of material nature. Okay. So mnemonic of today's chapter is faith, face, F-A-C-E. First, we'll see in the first 7 slokas the faith. Then in the next part, we'll see the austerities. Then in the next part, we'll see the charity, and next part we'll see the enjoyer. All the three, how these are divided based on the faith or based on the modes of nature. Okay, so let's start first with faith. Okay, Arjuna starts with the query. So Arjuna is starting this chapter with the inquiry. Okay, what is that inquiry? Arjuna Uvacha. Arjuna is asking. Ye shastra vidimutsarjya yajante shraddhayanvitaha tesam nishtatu ka Krishna sattam aho rajastamaha. So Arjuna is asking, Ye shastra vidimutsarjya, those uh, who are uh, who are not following the vidhis, the vidhim or the injunction of the scriptures, and they are worshipping according to their own imagination. Okay, so Arjuna is asking, "Oh Krishna, what is the situation of those who do not follow the principles of the scripture but worship according to their own imagination? Are they in goodness, passion, or ignorance? So which category do they fall? Goodness, passion, ignorance. What do you think this is? This picture?" Answer in the chat box. What this picture is representing? Yes, you can answer in the chat box. What this picture is representing? What this picture is showing? torture, ignorance. So this person is walking on the coal, red, hot, burning coal. Okay. So one person in the village is there, and that has run on the coal. Okay, and his maybe his desire got fulfilled. Okay, so now the other person they think like that if they walk on the coal, their desires will be fulfilled. Okay, so they will ask for desire, they will run on the coal, red, hot, burning coal. Okay. So that is something which is not written in Shastra. Okay, according to own imagination, they are imagining and they are starting their own worship. Okay, so in which category does it fall? So that is what Arjuna's question. Now Krishna is answering. The Supreme Personality of God is said, Krishna said, according to the modes of nature acquired by the embodied soul, one's faith can be of three kinds: in goodness, in passion, or in ignorance. Now, hear about this. So, whatever a mode a person acquires, if a person is goodness, a person is ignorance, or a person is passion, he will acquire the faith according to that. So, faith is also divided in the three modes. Okay. Now 17.3. O son of Bharata, according to one's existence under the various modes of nature, one evolves a particular kind of faith. So according to one's modes of nature under which a person is, he will acquire a different kind of mode. He will acquire different kind of faith. The living entity is said to be a particular faith according to the modes he has acquired. So whatever mode one acquires, is said to be of that faith. Okay, let's try to understand which type of faith are there. So now Krishna is saying in 17.4, Yajante satvika devan yaksha rakshamsi rajasaha pretan bhutaganam channe yajante tamasha janaha. So this is what Krishna is saying. Yajante satvika devan. The people who are in the mode of satvik or the mode of goodness, they will worship the devatas or the demigods or the devata, different devatas. Okay, the person who are in the mode of goodness or sattvic mode, they will worship the devatas. Yaksha rakshamsi rajasa. So the person who are in the rajasic mode or in the mode of passion, they will worship the yaksha or the rakshasa. Okay, that means demon. So they will worship the demon. Okay, pretan bhuta ganam channe yajante tamsha jana. So the people who are in the mode of tamoguna or the mode of ignorance, they will worship preta bhuta. Okay. Bhoot and pret. So ghostly is ghosts. They will worship the ghost and the spirits. Okay, so that is what they worship. So Krishna is saying the men in the mode of goodness worship the demigod. Okay. Those in the mode of passion worship the demons, and those in the mode of ignorance worship ghosts and spirits. Okay, so many people are there who will worship. You can see all kind of people. You can see if you are seeing your surrounding. Okay, some people will worshiping the demigods for different kind of result. They want some Lakshmi in their home. They want something Sukh Samriddhi in their home. They want good health in their home. Okay, so that's why they want good home. They want good amount of money. Many things they want. Sukh Samriddhi Gharave, Kashtamite Tanka. Okay. So they will worship the different demigods who are in the mode of goodness. Some people will be worshipping the demons. They want something in the material from the demons. They want something in return. Okay. The mode of passion, people are greedy. To fulfill the greed, they can do anything. Okay, so they are worshipping the demons. Okay, and then the mode of ignorance, they do not know what to worship, what not to worship, and they will do the wrong thing only. So they will be worshipping the ghost and spirits. So that is what they do. So all kinds of people you can see in the surrounding. Okay. So but there is one more mode. Which mode or guna is above the three mode? Suddha Sattva Guna or the pure goodness. They will worship Krishna. Okay. When we are devoting ourselves to Krishna, we are in the Suddha Sattva or pure goodness. So let's see the three modes. Krishna, worshipping Krishna, then the mode is pure goodness. Where we will go? Vaikuntha and Krishna Loka, Goloka. Worshipping the demigods, mode is goodness. Okay. And where we will go? Heaven. Demon worshipper, mode of passion. They will go to hell. Ghost and spirits, mode of ignorance. They will go to their planet, ghostly planets. Okay. Rock plus. So those who undergo severe austerity and penances, not recommended in scriptures, performing them out of pride and egoism, who are impelled by the lust and attachment, who are foolish and who torture the material element of body as well as super soul dwelling within, are to be known as demons. I say, those people who are torturing their body and their soul, which is residing in the super soul, okay, by imagining their own worshipping and doing their own worshipping, they are foolish. Okay, they are doing it for their own pride, their own egoism, and that is not recommended in scripture. They are to be known as a demon. Okay, they have not shown, they have not seen what is the scriptures are recommending. Okay, so you see this picture, this person, you see this wire is coming, huh? Many people are there, and this person is putting the wire through his tongue, very torturous. Okay, so he's torturing his body, he's torturing the super soul within, he's torturing the soul. Okay, so this is not recommended. The Shastra is doing for out of pride and egoism. So that is the thing. You see this frog. Okay, one frog is there who is inside the well, is thinking that this is the end of world. Outside there is nothing. Okay, because he has not seen the world. It is very hard for him to believe that there is outside also something is there. Okay, outside this well also there is something. Okay, and he thinks that this is the only world. Okay, and when a frog comes from outer side, from outside, the frog, okay, he jumps into the well. Now they're discussing that there is one world outside also. There is one which is bigger and way bigger. This well is very small. Okay, so that is what the frog, two frog is there. Frog philosophy. They do not know, they do not believe. If they have not seen, they do not believe. That is the frog philosophy. Next part. You are what you eat. So diet, I was telling from the very starting, 17th chapter, I will discuss the diet, 17th chapter, I will discuss the diet. So now it is there. So you are what you eat. You become what you eat. Okay, it is not like that whatever you are eating, it is just for your bodily nourishment. It is also nourishing your mind, your intelligence. It is also changing your consciousness. It is affecting your consciousness also. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, if you are eating a chili, eat a chili and see, can you stop your mind for a moment? Can you stop your mind peacefully? No, you cannot. Okay, your mind will be agitated because you have eaten the chili. Your mind is agitated. It is also affecting your consciousness. It is also affecting the way of thinking you are thinking. Okay, that is the thing. Every food which we are eating will affect your consciousness. So it is very important choose the food nicely. So let's see what you are what you eat. You become what you eat. So let's see. Okay. So what are the foods in the three modes? Let's try to understand. First, we'll understand the foods in the mode of goodness. Okay. The food which are sattvic food. You can see here. Juicy foods. Okay. Vegetable, colorful vegetables, fruits, juicy. Okay. If you eat these, it will increase your health. Okay, it is very pleasing for the body. It will give you satisfaction, happiness. Okay. After just eating, just see these foods. Okay. Sattvic foods. Food dear to those in the mode of goodness increases the duration of life. So if these foods are taken, it will increase the duration of life. Purify one's existence. It will purify the existence and give strength, health, happiness, and satisfaction. So if you are eating these foods, it will give you strength, health, happiness, and satisfaction. So these food, if you are eating, they will give you this. Such foods are juicy. The characteristics of these foods are juicy, fatty, like the fat, with the ghee part of the milk. Okay, that is called fatty. Wholesome and pleasing to the heart. So it is pleasing, juicy, fatty, and wholesome. And if you are eating this, it will increase your duration of life. It will give you strength. It will give you good health, happiness, satisfaction, purification. These things will give you. Just imagine this type of food. When you are eating this food, it will automatically your health will be good. Automatically, your consciousness will improve. Okay, so that is the thing. Your duration of life will improve. That is the characteristics of food which are the mode of goodness. Now move to the food which are in the mode of passion. All type of food we have seen. We are seeing in the surrounding. Just we have to choose. Krishna gives us independence. We just have to choose the correct thing. All things are available, but we have to choose. Okay. So second thing, food in the mode of passion. So passion food. Okay. Foods that are too bitter, too sour, salty, hot, pungent, dry, and burning. Too hot, too salty, too pungent, too dry, too burning. Just like chili example I was giving. Too much chili, if one is eating, not able to control his mind, not his mind will be agitated. Too bitter, agitated. Too sour, everything agitating. Okay. And these foods will be dear to those persons who are in the mode of passion. Passion food. What is the result of eating these foods? Let's see. Such food causes distress. Already we have seen this will cause distress in your mind. You won't be able to stabilize your mind. Okay. Causes distress, misery, disease, and disease. So these food will cause disease. We already know, but still we are eating this type of food. Okay. So many things are there. So many things. Okay. Full no, nothing is there. No nutrition is there in those food. Only taste is there. We package the food and we sell in the market, and people are happily eating. Okay. Happily eating. Okay. Just like chips are there. Some different types of snacks people used to purchase. They happily give to the child. When so that is the thing. There is nothing inside them. Only taste is there. And that taste after eating will cause distress, will cause disease, will cause misery. Okay. That is the thing. Too pungent, too sour, too salty. Okay. So many things are there. Pizza, burger. When we are eating those things, when we are the chips, kurkure, those things are there in the market. Those things are also coming. All things will cause disease, misery. Only taste is there, no nutrition. Okay. So that is the thing. That is the thing we need to understand. Okay. And when we are eating those things, too bitter, too sour, too salty, too pungent, too hot, okay, it will cause disease, it will cause distress, it will cause misery. Okay, so we should avoid those foods. So that is the second category of food. Okay, you see. Yes. Now the third category, food who are in the mode of ignorance. Ignorance. Okay. Third category, food prepared more than 3 hours. If you have prepared the food and you have not taken it within 3 hours, after 3 hours, it will be converted to the food in the mode of ignorance. Food which is prepared more than 3 hours before eaten, food that is tasteless, decomposed and putrid. Decomposed food. Now there is worms are there, decomposed, putrid. Okay, fungus are there. Okay, and food consisting of remnants of untouchable. Foods consisting of remnants and untouchable things are dear to those who in the mode of darkness. Untouchable foods, which are not at all to be eaten. Okay, those food, if a person is eating, that person is in the mode of ignorance. Okay. So three category of food we have seen. First category are those food which are food, and if you eat them, it will give you health, it will give you strength, it will give you purification, all things. That is the category of food we should take. So that is the sattvic food. Okay, so that is food and we should take, that is sattvic. Second category of food, that is food but we should not take. Okay, that can be eaten. Second category of food can be eaten, but we should not take because it will cause distress, it will cause misery, it will cause disease. That is the second category of food, or the food in the mode of rajasic category, or food in the mode of passion. So that is food, it can be eaten, but it should not be eaten because it will cause disease, distress, and misery. Okay. Third category, that is not at all food to be eaten. That is not at all to be food to be eaten. That is not at all food only. Okay, if you are eating those foods, that is called food in the mode of ignorance. So three category we have seen. First category, that is actually food and we should eat. That is mode of goodness. Second category, that is a food but we should not eat because it will cause distress, misery. So that is in the mode of passion. Ignorance, that is not at all food, not touchable also. Okay, decomposed, putrid food. So that is called the mode of ignorance. Okay, so you see these kinds of food. Okay, chicken, burger, not touchable. Non-vegetarian food, not touchable. Okay, if you are eating, that is not touchable. Not we should not touch only, and we are eating those food.
That is called in the mode of darkness. Okay? Darkness or the mode of ignorance. Three kinds of food we have seen. Decomposed food. See the decomposed food. Fungus. Okay, fungus is there. And there are diseases related to food habit. So whatever we are eating. So when we are seeing outside world, we are seeing the people are having so many kinds of diseases. So many kinds of diseases they are having. Why they are having so many kinds of diseases now? Because of the food habit. They have changed the food habit. So it depends on our choice. Again, Krishna tells about the independence. Krishna says we have independence and to choose between the independence of the correct and the wrong food. So we have to choose this and this. Okay, we have to choose between these two. Okay, and for choosing, we need intelligence. Okay, we need to have intelligence for choosing between these two things, and for to develop the intelligence, to sharpen the intelligence, we need to have association of good people. If you are associating with the people who are eating these things, we'll start eating these things and we'll become like that, like this. We'll become like this. Okay. If you're choosing this kind of food, will become like this. If you're choosing this kind of food, will become like this. If you are associating, if you are sharpening our intelligence according to Shastra, will automatically choose the correct food. If you are not listening to the Shastra, will go according to whatever thing we are getting from the people who are in different modes. Okay, then automatically will become like that. So it depends on our choice. Everything depends on ours. Okay? So if you're choosing the correct thing, will become correct. If you're not choosing the correct thing, will become the things which you are choosing. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, so we need to choose the correct thing between that. Okay? You are what you eat. Make healthy choices. Food that we eat is broken into three components. First component is the gross component. It will be converted to stool. Okay. Second component is the middling component. It will be absorbed into the flesh. So it will provide you nutrition. The subtle ingredient is also there, and the subtle ingredient will be absorbed in mind and it will change your consciousness. Okay. So that is the three types of elements are there. Three components are there in the food. That is the gross component, middling component, and the subtle component. Okay. Gross, middle, and subtle component. So it will be converted to stool, flesh, and the consciousness will change. That's why it is better. It is always better to eat Krishna Prasada. Okay. Prepare the food in the consciousness that I will be offering this food to Krishna. Prepare the food in the environment that this food I am preparing for Krishna, so I will make this food as tasty as possible. And when Krishna sees this food, when Krishna eats this food, Krishna will be very happy by eating this food. So that consciousness is there, and we are preparing the bhoga for Krishna. And after offering the bhoga to Krishna, we are taking back. Okay, that food will be called as prasadam. And when we are taking prasadam, it is also nurturing our consciousness. It is also nurturing our consciousness. Our consciousness changing. We are becoming Krishna conscious. Okay, that is called prepare bhoga for Krishna. Cook with good consciousness. Offer to Krishna with love and devotion, and then honor the Krishna prasadam. Results of taking Krishna prasadam, your consciousness will be Krishna conscious. So that is the thing. Now the third one, the sacrifices in the mode. Okay. Of sacrifices, the sacrifices performed according to the directions of the scriptures as a matter of duty by those who desire no reward is in the mode of goodness. Okay. So the sacrifices performing according to the direction of the scriptures as a matter of duty and by those who desire no result is called in the mode of goodness. What is the sacrifice of Kali Yuga? Sacrifice of Kali Yuga is chanting the name, chanting Krishna's name, chanting the name of Krishna. That is called sacrifice in the Kali Yuga. That is called the sacrifice in the mode of goodness. Prescribed dharma in Kali Yuga is Sankirtan Yajna, given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started the Sankirtan Yajna, okay, and prescribed dharma in Kali Yuga is taking the name of Lord. That is the thing, Sankirtan. Second part, the austerity. Faith we have discussed. Now comes the austerity. Austerity of the body. Okay. So what are the austerity for the body and for the speech and for the mind? We'll see the three austerities. Okay. So austerity for the body consists of worshipping of the Supreme Lord, the Brahmana, the spiritual master, and the superiors like father and mother, and in cleanliness, simplicity, celibacy, and non-violence. So austerity of the body is worshipping the Supreme Lord. Whenever we see Supreme Lord, we bow down. Whenever we see the Brahmana superiors like father, mother, we bow down. Okay, Danvat Pranam, that is called. Okay. And in cleanliness, austerity lies for the body in cleanliness. We keep our body clean and simple, and celibacy and non-violence. These are the austerity for the body. Now the austerity for the speech consists of speaking the words what are truthful. The words should be truthful. Okay. It should be truthful words. Then it is not like that only truthful is the one part. It should be pleasing also. It should not hurt. It should be beneficial also. It should not be anything you are talking any day and night. That is not beneficial. It should be beneficial for the person and not agitating to the other. By listening to that speech, the others should not get agitated. Okay, that is called in the austerity of speech. And one more austerity is there, regularly reciting the Vedic literature. So regularly reciting the Shastra. It's like Ekadasi day will come, and Ekadasi day we will have the shloka recitation, all 700 shloka recitation of Bhagavad Gita. You will get the link in the chat in the WhatsApp so that you can also join and you can take part. Okay. So it will recitation will be there. So regularly recitation of Vedic literature is also the austerity for the speech, and the austerity for the mind. So for the austerity for the mind, satisfaction, simplicity, gravity, self-control, and purification of one's existence are the austerity for the mind. For the austerity for the mind, simply satisfaction, simplicity, gravity, self-control, and purification of one's existence. So these are the austerity for the mind. This is Vibhishna. Okay. So Vibhishna led pure life even though he was surrounded by the demons. Many people think that it is very difficult to perform bhakti in the day-to-day life, this life, today life, the life which we are seeing outside. Okay. But we can remember that Vibhishana, he was fully surrounded by the people who are in the mode of who are the demoniac people. Okay, who are the demoniac people? He was in the Lanka, and he was surrounded by the whole of the demoniac people. And in between, he was doing his sadhana, he was doing his bhakti, he was doing the devotion. Okay, so Vibhishna led pure life, even though he was surrounded by the demon. So it is not impossible for us to also do sadhana. Okay, it seems impossible because mind is playing with us. When we see the examples of Vibhishna, when we see the example of Prahlad Maharaj, his father was the most powerful demon at that time, most powerful, and he had done all things to kill Prahlad. Okay, and Prahlad Maharaj was surrounded by the demon all around, yet he led the pure life. Yet there is no, he is a great devotee. Okay, that is the way we can take inspiration from them. Okay. And then he was declared as king of Lanka. So that is the Vibhishna led pure life, even he was surrounded by the people, those type of people. So three austerity we have read: body, mind, and speech. So what are the austerity that a devotee performs? This threefold austerity, that is the body, mind, and word, performed with transcendental faith by man. Transcendental faith, not expecting material benefit but engaged only for the sake of the Supreme, is called austerity in goodness. Okay. Now comes the charity. charity part. Many people confuse what is the charity, what is the obvious of charity. So Krishna is giving the answer here about the charity. 17.20. Charity given out of duty without expectation of return and at proper time and place and to a worthy person is considered to be the mode of goodness. So what are the things? Out of duty. It is my duty and that's why I should give charity. Without expectation of return, I do not want anything in the return for this austerity. At proper time and place and to a worthy person. Person should be also worthy. It is not that anyone and everyone you are giving the charity. If that person is doing anything wrong with that money or anything which you are giving, that the result you will also have to suffer. That is the thing. To a worthy person, giving money to a person who is the dacoit and he is buying a machine gun and he is killing a person in the market, you will also be responsible. You will also get karma return for that. Okay, so that is the thing. So whom we are giving the money, whom we are giving the charity is also important. The person should be worthy. Okay, that is called in the mode of goodness. It should be as a duty without expectation of return, proper time and place, like a pilgrimage place. Okay, pilgrimage place, the place which dharmic sthal, dham, many things are there. Pilgrimage place. To a worthy person, example qualified Brahmana or Vaishnava. A person who is qualified Brahmana or a Vaishnava who is engaged in the service of all. Okay. Transparent person. Those person we should give the charity. Condemned charity. There is also condemned charity. What is the condemned charity? Given to a poor but unworthy candidate. Okay, it is okay to give charity to a poor, but it should be worthy. But unworthy candidate, if you are giving charity to a poor and unworthy person, he will take your money and he will go and drink. He will smoke with your money. Okay, so that is not a good thing to help. Okay, so given to a person who is poor but unworthy, such charity does not offer any spiritual advancement. So this type of charity won't offer any spiritual advancement. Okay. But charity now in the passion, okay, in the mode of passion. But charity performed with the expectation of some return. So this person is doing charity and he is expecting that he should be famous, he should have name and fame. He will put in the WhatsApp, he will put in the Telegram, he will put in the Instagram. Okay, and people will like, oh, you have done charity. Oh, you are such a nice person. You are always engaged in the charity. Okay, donation. Okay, if you are engaged like that, they will think. So this person will take the photo and he will move away. So he is doing is expectation of some return. Charity perform with expectation of some return, or with a desire for fruitive result, or in the grudging mood. Grudging mood means if your boss is there and he's saying, okay, one organization is there, he is coming tomorrow to have some donation from our company. So you should also give some donation. Okay. Now the workers, the client, the workers will have to give because boss has said. So they are in the grudging mood, not in the proper mood. Okay. Out of duty, they are not doing. They are in the grudging mood they are doing. So this is called in the mode of passion. Said to be charity in the mode of passion. Charity and all, charity, austerity, this should lead to some advancement. Okay. If they are not leading to some spiritual advancement, then that charity is of waste, no quality, nothing. Okay. If charity you are doing, if austerity you are doing, and that is not giving you any spiritual advancement, that charity is of waste, nothing. Okay. That is the concept we need to have. Now the charity in the mode of ignorance. And charity performed at an improper place, at an improper time, and to an unworthy person, or without proper attention and respect, is said to be in the mode of ignorance. Without proper attention, without proper respect, to an impure place, improper time, unworthy person, these are said to be in the mode of ignorance. This person, you see, smoking, help, I need money for weed. He is asking help for the money, for the weed. This fellow is giving. Okay, so this fellow is he's giving the money for the smoking. That is the person is in the mode of ignorance, improper place, improper person, unworthy person. That was about the charity. Now the enjoyer. Om Tat Sat. So who is the enjoyer? The real enjoyer of the charity or the austerity. Krishna is the real enjoyer. So every austerity, every charity which we are doing, it should be directed to Krishna. It should be aimed to Krishna. Okay. So that is the thing, the enjoyer part. Okay. So last part, the enjoyer. From the beginning of the creation, the three words Om Tat Sat were used to indicate the supreme absolute truth. Om Tat Sat were words which were used to indicate the supreme truth. These three symbolic representations were used by the Brahmanas while chanting the hymns of Veda and during the sacrifices for the satisfaction of the Supreme. So they were, when they were using the, when they are doing the sacrifices, when they are chanting, they are taking the three words Om Tat Sat to indicate the Supreme. Okay. What is the meaning of Om? Om Tat Sat mein Om. What is the meaning of Om? Therefore, the transcendentalist undertaking performance of the sacrifices, charity, and the penances in accordance with the scriptural regulations begin always with Om to attain the Supreme, because Om means Vishnu. Okay, Om represents Vishnu. Om represents Krishna. So when we are saying Om, that is we are indicating the Supreme, indicating the Lord. Okay. So this explains the lotus feet of the Vishnu or the supreme devotional platform. So Om, the first word of the Om Tat Sat means Vishnu. Second word, Tat. Okay. What is the meaning of Tat? Without desiring fruitive results, one should perform various kinds of sacrifice, penance, and charity with the word Tat. Tat should be used. Without Tat means detachment. When we are doing some work, we are detached. That is the represented by the word Tat. The purpose of such transcendental activity to get free from the material entanglement. So whatever austerity, whatever sacrifice, whatever penance, whatever charity we are giving, the ultimate, the goal should be that we are getting free from the material entanglement. We are going to the spiritual world. We are giving this all to the Supreme. The aim of this all sacrifices, penance, charity is to attain the Supreme. So everything which are doing, the aim should be the Supreme. What is the meaning of that? That means detach. Detach for the sake of liberation. So when we are saying that, that means we are doing this for getting out of material entanglement with detached mood. Okay? That is the meaning of the second word tat. The sat. Sat means satya, the truth. So the absolute truth is the objective of the devotional sacrifice. So when we are saying the word sat, that means the aim of the sacrifices is the supreme, okay, the satya, and it is indicated by the word sat. The performer of such sacrifices is also called sat, and are all works of the sacrifice true to the absolute nature are performed to please the supreme person, person of Allah. So the meaning of word sat meaning whatever we are doing, it is for Krishna, for the pleasing for the Krishna. So that is the meaning of word sat. So Om Tat Sat, these were the three words. Absolute truth, performer, and all works of sacrifices, charity, and penances performed to please the Lord are also called Sat. Okay. So everything which we are doing, it is for pleasing of the Lord. That is the meaning of Sat. So three words we have used: Om, Tat, and Sat. Om means Vishnu, Tat means with detached mood, and Sat means to please Krishna. Okay, so that is the thing. And there is one more word that is called Asat. Anything done as sacrifice, charity, or penance without faith in the Supreme, O son of Pritha, is impermanent. It is called Asat and is useless both in this life and the next. Okay? So if anything we are doing, it is not directed to the Supreme, that is Asat. That's why I call any charity you are doing, any penance you are doing, any austerity you are doing, if that is not directed to the Supreme, if it is not directed to Krishna, then it is called Asat. It is of no use. That is what is called Asat. Okay? That was chapter ending from my side. I will just unmute everyone to chant with me once. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare Hare.
Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna.
Yes, Hare Krishna. If you have any question, you can put in the chat box. So tomorrow will be the last chapter. That is the 18th chapter. So basically, we are finishing our yagya part. Okay, so we have taken the sankalpa of finishing this 18 days, so that we will attain all the 18 days, and we'll try to finish all 18 days. Tomorrow will be the last day of your yagya. Okay? So after that, we'll start with level 2. Okay. So if you have any question, you can put in the chat box. Requirement for level 2, one round of chanting. Okay, one round of chanting is essential. If you are chanting regularly one round, then you can go to level 2. Second thing, finishing of the all 18 days quizzes. So if you have not finished till now, you can start doing now. Okay, so finish and with the certificate and one round of chanting, you can go to the level 2. Okay, that is also free of cost, no charge at all. Every course which is there for the from this one Bangalore is free of cost. Okay. Yes, any question?
Prabhuji, one question is there. Can we chant by doing household work?
Yeah, we can chant by doing the household work, but we should have a separate time also for doing the chanting, so that we can chant. We can remember the Lord. We can chant. Okay, so 10 minutes we can have. 10 minutes. One round of chanting takes 10 minutes. So 10 minutes you can have separate for Krishna, so that at that time you are chanting and remembering Krishna. Okay. That will be very great. And that if you are doing the chanting in Brahma Muhurta, okay, in the morning time, that is very nice. It is okay. It is also good that you are chanting while doing your household work, but separate time will be more, we can say, will be more better. Okay? Separate time we are giving to Krishna, we are remembering Krishna at that time, so that will be better.
How to ensure sattvic diet when traveling?
Okay, so to what extent we can do, we should do. Okay, like if we are traveling for long duration, like we are traveling for 24 hours, so we can have some fruits with us, we can have some snacks with us, we can have some uh, like sprouts with us. Okay, and we can offer that all those things, and we can take with us. Or if you want to have some food, then prepare the food, offer to Krishna, then take it with you. Okay, or if it is not possible, even if these things actually, if you are so determined in your practices, then it will be possible. Okay, so 24 hour is nothing. If you are traveling, you can have fruits, you can have vegetables, you can have many things. Okay, many things are there which you can take and travel. If it is not possible, you can take, but you should take only the food which is vegetarian, which is karma free, like that. So mostly we should prefer the food which is uh, which we can have with our home. Okay, so that is outside food. It is never better, never a good choice to have outside food. Okay, because we don't know what consciousness we are eating. Okay, what consciousness? If we are eating the bad consciousness, our consciousness will also change. That in this way we can ensure the sattvic diet when we're traveling. There are many things. Many things are there which we can take with us.
Next question. Does the consciousness of cook impact the food we eat?
Yes, the consciousness of cook impact the food we eat. Okay? So if we go to a devotee's house and we eat the food which a devotee offers to us, offers to Krishna first and give us to us, okay, and he is making the food for Krishna, our consciousness will also change, will also become, our devotion to Krishna will also increase. Okay? So that is the thing. So eating the food prepared by devotee, then it will make us nice devotee. So the D part we have discussed today. So of the ABCD, the first was the association. Very important, very important, very important. To whom we are associating. Second part, the chant, the book reading. Very important to read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, associate with the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Very small books are also there. So we should read those things. C is for chanting. Okay, when we are associating with the Lord, with the name, okay, we are taking the Lord, we are remembering the Lord, we are glorifying the Lord. That is the C part. And the last part is D, diet. It is also very important. It will change your consciousness by gradually it will change your consciousness. If you are eating regularly the food by the devotee, our consciousness will change. Okay, so that is the thing. It affects consciousness. The food which we're eating, it will affect the consciousness. Okay.
Next question, Prabhuji. Can we eat prasadam 3 hours after being cooked?
The best thing is we should eat the prasadam as soon as we offer to Lord and we can eat that. Okay. But if it is not possible, some people are going to office, some people are going to work, and it's not possible. So in that way, what they can do is they can offer to Krishna, they can prasadam offer to Krishna in the morning, and they can take the lunch. Okay, but we should avoid the food which is more than 3 hours. But if it is not possible, we can take. Okay, but we should eat the prasadam. Okay, at least we are eating the prasadam. Okay, that is the thing. If it is not, best is to eat within 3 hours. If it is not possible, what we can do? What option we have? See, the prasadam we can take and we can eat.
Next question, Prabhuji. How to change food habits and move away from junk food cravings?
All things depend on consciousness. Okay, if some people are addicted to the food, okay, the food, junk food. Junk, what is the meaning of junk? Can you tell me, Manan Raval Prabhuji, what is the meaning of junk? Junk means, what is the meaning of junk? What is the meaning of junk? Can you tell me what is the meaning of junk? If you tell me the meaning of junk, you will automatically leave the food. Okay. Unhealthy food like pizza, burger. Junk means kachra. Okay. No nutrition. Junk meaning, the meaning of junk is kachra. Okay. Kachra food. The meaning itself is saying that it is kachra. Okay. The food that is not touchable also. Kachra we throw outside our house. Okay. We are, it is also not touchable. And those type of food we are eating. That is the meaning of junk. How to change the food habit and move away from the junk food craving. We are eating the junk food for the taste only. That is very unhealthy for for our body, for our health, for our consciousness, for everything. Only thing it offers is the taste for the time being. After that, it is all bad only. Okay, all bad. So we should avoid that. So how to avoid that? First, we should attach ourselves to Krishna. When we are attaching ourselves to Krishna Prasadam, when we are taking only the Krishna Prasadam, all the cravings are gone. I have seen many examples. I have seen many people who are very hardcore non-vegetarian, They try to leave non-vegetarian food, but they are not able to leave. Okay. Once they are attached to Krishna, automatically these things go away. Automatically, these sinful tendencies, these cravings, all those things will go automatically when you start loving the food which is offered to Krishna. When we are taking the food which is Krishna Prasadam, when we develop our love for Krishna Prasadam, all the inferior, all the dangerous things we can leave automatically, okay, naturally. So that is the concept. That is the way, and it is very effective. Very, it is not like unpractical. This is practical. Unless and until we want, unless and until we are determined to leave those junk food, the kachra food, the untouchable foods, unless and until we are determined. If we are determined and we are surrendering to Krishna, Krishna will help. Okay, that is the thing. We depends on mercy of Krishna, and if we are determined, Krishna will certainly help. So that is the thing. We determined? Are we willing to leave? Unless and until we are willing to, why Krishna will help? If we are willing, if we are determined, if we are surrendering ourselves to Krishna, if we are developing our love for Krishna Prasada, automatically we can leave all extra food which are not good for your body, not good for your conscience. Okay? Everything is practical. This is practical. But so practical thing meaning is you have to practice, then only you can understand. Okay? By listening, maybe I can convince you, maybe you can think, okay, yes, it is doable. But unless and until you are doing it, won't be possible. Okay? Start doing, you will see the result. Okay? Any question? Any question? When the level 2 courses are starting, after finishing this, maybe on Sunday, maybe next Saturday, but we'll update you in the group. Okay? If you are ready, if you have finished the quizzes, if you have the certificate, if you are the chanting, then you are welcome to the level 2. Okay? That is we'll start soon. We'll start. Okay, so we don't have any more questions. Last day, okay? I'll wait for all of you to come. And after that, the class, I will discuss what the next.
One question is there, Prabhuji. Which Bhagavatam is best? Which author?
I haven't read the different Bhagavatam, the different author. I have read only. I'm reading, not read. I'm reading the Bhagavatam, which is for which the purpose is given by the Srila Prabhupada. I find it. Many scholars, many devotees were ISKCON. It is said that when you are reading the Bhagavatam install the Krishna in your heart. That is the power of Bhagavatam, the purpose given by Prabhupada. They explain the each sloka so nicely in so practical way that Krishna will be installed in our heart when we are reading the Bhagavatam. It is nice if you buy that is the only Bhagavatam I can recommend to you, because I can personally see what is there in the Bhagavatam. The devotee says that Krishna will be installed in your heart if you read Bhagavatam. But, that is the only thing which I can say from Mataji. So, Bhagavatam by the purpose given by the Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so we'll meet tomorrow. No question. Chat box. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Shri Vidya Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare